Welcome, heroes, legends, and warriors of Sanctuary. My name is Omni and I am your guide to Diablo Immortal. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the Insane Wall Barbarian Hammer build. This build is so strong, it is so powerful. We're going to be playing with only 7 players on our side. I'm going to be going as 3,900 resonance, and our enemies, Sahalalala, is 6,500 resonance, and we are going to destroy them. At the end of this video, I will show you every single legendary you need, all the set items, the Reforged Paragon, everything to help you get this exact build.
Let me tell you folks, the Barbarians, once the greatest, most tremendous class, yes, they tried to take us down. They nerfed our precious Spartus hats. May it rest in peace. God bless Spartus. But today we stand strong because we are building something better. A wall. The best wall ever built. Bigger, stronger. The most fantastic wall you've ever seen. Now, in this wall, we've got 25% more attack for every barbarian who stands with us. And for our invaders, 25% less attack. They'll come to our wall. They'll try to shoot us down from outside our walls. And you know what we say to that. That won't happen. Why? Because we barbarians, with our beautiful hammers, our big, beautiful hammers, are going to smash them. These are just any hammer, folks. They're huge. They're powerful. So powerful, they'll hit everyone inside and outside the wall. And if they think that they can dodge, they'll learn real quick that we built these walls twice as tall and twice as thick as the walls we've had before. My fellow barbarians, today we gather here not as warriors, but as champions, ready to make barbarians great again.
This new ground stomp wall is exceptionally good for keeping our enemies away from the idol. You can wall off the idol. I highly recommend walling slightly in front, walling off slightly in front of the idol. This way your enemies have to keep distance or they have to jump into your wall. And they get damage decrease and you get damage increase, which is absolutely excellent. But these walls, I think, are exceptionally good in Vigil of Blades and Shadow Wars. If you put these walls up, your enemy barbarian and satyrs will have a hard time just getting through to get, a lot of times barbarian and satyrs will just rush your tower over and over again. And if you have enough barbarians using this wall build, and if you time the walls, correctly, you can keep your enemy barbarians and satyrs from ever getting across, unless the barbarians switch to leap. So if you are facing barbarians with these walls, you can change your skills and you can leap over them. That's the only way for satyrs and for barbarians to get across. Satyrs, they would have to somehow, they might be able to use a regular falling sword. They might be able to use regular falling sword to get across. But it's very difficult and they will have to lose a skill. You are going to be using a huge, big, beautiful hammer build. You're most likely going to be spamming it on your enemies. Even if they are outside the wall, you can still hit them with your hammer. Your hammer is a huge AoE attack. It can hit multiple enemies all at the same time. The more skill damage you deal, the more attacks you hit someone with, your hammer will get larger. There's one thing that you have to keep an eye on, is the fact that your own wall blocks both you and your enemies and your teammates. The wall is a wall that will block everybody, not just your enemies. It blocks you as your teammates, everything. So if it's blocking like your teammates and there's no enemies around, you can actually hit the wall, the ground stomp attack again, and the wall will go away. Okay, our slow and steady push is almost to the end now, and we just have to keep going, stand our ground, and keep pushing inch by inch. We'll be able to get there and win it before long. There we go. Perfect. So I spawned at the very end. Gonna use our wall. We're going to be attacking everyone, dealing a little damage to everyone. Oh, everyone ran away. So I'm just going to kill Morphed. Heal up. And let's go for the crystal. So yeah, I mean, this build is great. If you're a small resonance or large resonance, whatever it is, it's fine. Right now, I am 3,900 resonance, and we are fighting larger people. I mean, like Salalala, he's 6,500 resonance. Victory. Not bad. 10 kills, 7 deaths. Pushing idle. Nothing wrong with some deaths. If you're the barbarian, you're pushing idle. Very, very nice. 3,900 resonance versus 6,500. Alright, here we are with the build. 3,900 resonance. You have the hat, will be the Crew Bass Sneer. Crew Bass Sneer will give you a lot of crit. This crit hit is very important. You will have Wrath of Berserker up all the time. You will need beneficial effect duration. You will have crit all the time. 19% increased. Wrath of Berserker will increase your critical chance by 19%. That is huge. Huge amount of crit chance. This hat is super nice. Very nice hat. The next will be the Offhand Burge Breaker. This is the #1 PvP right now. Whenever an enemy attacks you, they get hurt. So it's basically a thorns build. Wrath of Berserker deals a ton of damage. If you want to focus on getting Eternal Gear for this build, you will go for Wrath of Berserker, Eternal Gear, as well as Hammer, Ancient Hammer, Eternal Gear if you want. For your shoulders, I recommend getting this new essence, which I don't have. It's called Broken Calling. Wrath of Berserker makes you immune to knockback. There are a lot of knockbacks in this game, and I believe that you will absolutely love Broken Calling. Broken Calling now makes it so that when you Wrath Berserker, you will not be knocked back. This is the best shoulders. Now, if you don't have Broken Calling like I use Loathsome Lamina. Next, we have the new pants called Pit of Ursus. The Pit of Ursus pants are amazing. A huge wall. People look at it and they say, "Oh, it's a really big wall," but people can still jump over it. And they're like, if people can jump over it, what good is it? Well, it doesn't matter if they jump out of it. You still get 25% more damage. And if you can hit them with hammer, your hammer's still going to deal 25% more damage when they're outside of your wall. Next, we move on to the next offhand called Flicker Tone. Flicker tone is going to be your hammer. This hammer, you can charge up the hammer so that it actually, every time you deal damage, the hammer charges up and gets bigger and more damage. However, the way I use this, I normally just spam it on the enemy. I just hit them over and over and try to hit them as many times as possible. And that, in my opinion, is probably the best damage. Renicent Rage will make your hammer deal up to like 70% more damage. Renicent Rage chest piece, insane. Also, you need the main hand called Rage Caller. Rage Caller will slow your enemies. It will electrify your hammer. You will have an electric hammer just like Thor, and you will slow your enemies by 50%. This is huge. Every time you get hit by somebody's hammer, you slow down. It makes it so that it's hard for you to chase. It's hard for you to escape. 50% slow is significant. Stonefall. Stonefall is a lot of damage also. Increases your hammer damage by 19%. Now, my green set is 2 set of Vithus Urges, which makes all my buffs last 30% longer. My Undying Rage will last 30% longer. So I will have longer Invulnerability, I have longer Wrath of Berserker. All my buffs are longer. And then I will have a 6th set of Banquet. Banquet of Eyes makes it so that every 40 seconds you have 12 seconds of Rage, Poison Rage, and you just deal an insane amount of damage. Now, I'm still trying to build there is a different set that you can do. You can do 2 Vithus, 2 Banquet, and 4 Montebanks. That will make you a lot tankier. I have been dying a lot with the 6 Banquet, so I think I'm going to try out 4 Montebanks to make me tankier. I do recommend that your curse set be detested, a 6 set of detested, and I recommend that your family bonuses be tremor, so that you can primary attack an enemy and stun them with tremor, and that stun will be able to proc Chip of Stone Fresh. Also, the stun will proc the Eternal Gear and enhance the damage that your hammers deal. Finally, for your Paragon, I do recommend to use Gladiator. You want to use Gladiator for your Paragon. You want to get as many cheat deaths as possible. First, you got First Aid, which will help you gain your HP back. Combat Veteran will make First Aid available every 180 seconds. And then you want Cheat Death, of course. This will keep you from dying. Grizzled Veteran will just make you deal 4% more damage and take 4% less damage. That's just great. And then Overpower will make it so that you gain 3% crit chance for every person you kill. Now, if you can stack it 5 times, 15% additional crit chance is pretty good. And then very last, your special legendary Paragon skill is Benefactor. Benefactor will give you and your allies within range a shield. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and comment below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.